Pixar have officially dropped their second full-length trailer. We got a little tiny one around the time of the Super Bowl, but not during the actual game. However, this is a full 2.5 minutes for us to dive right into. Now, you guys absolutely loved the last Inside Out trailer, so please, please, please like and subscribe and return for more Inside Out content in the future. However, before we get into this, I must say I am super, super excited for Inside Out 2 thus far. So, without further ado, let's dive right on into it and watch the second official trailer for Inside Out 2 coming very, very shortly.
This is Joy, coming to you live in Riley's mind. Make some noise!
Nice. Of course, Amy Poehler, Phyllis returning.
It's Hanger!
Let me at him!
Same voice actor as well.
We gotta get our mouth guard, people!
Fear!
not-
No, that's not Alice!
That.
Disgust. Glad to have her on our team. Our little girl's growing up so fast. Ow. Sorry.
It should be nothing but smooth sailing from...
Hello. I'm anxiety. Where can I put my stuff?
A new emotion.
Oh, I'm sorry. We wanted to make such a good first impression.
Maya Hawke.
What do you mean, we? I'm Envy. Oh, look at your hair. Oh, yeah, not happening.
That's on we.
On what?
It's what you would call the bar down.
What's your name, big fella?
That's embarrassment.
Welcome to headquarters, embarrassment. Oh, we're doing a fit. No. Oh, nope, going high. Oh, you got a real sweaty palm there, buddy.
Look, we all have a job to do. I plan for the future.
You want to sit with us?
These girls are so cool. We can't let her know we're excited.
I got this.
Joy, I'm just curious. Maybe, I could
Thank you,
help.
not now.
Yeah.
That's not gonna haunt us for the rest of our lives at all.
You feeling alright?
I know change is scary,
Let's do this.
Hey, Riley!
but we need new friends or we'll be totally alone in high school. Out with the old, in with the new. Riley's life requires more sophisticated emotions than all of you.
You can't just bottle us up.
We are suppressed emotions!
Let Operation New Riley begin.
You aren't packed yet?
I'm the worst!
Well, that's a preview of the next 10 years.
Come on. Riley needs us. Have I ever steered you wrong before?
Many times.
What is that? It's the sarcasm!
Sarcasm. Boy, are we so lucky we ran into you guys. Boy, are we so lucky we ran into you guys.
Wow, those guys are jerks.
Wow, those guys are jerks.
Yes! It's back! Right, let's dive straight on into it. So obviously from the beginning we see Riley in her Foghorns outfit. Of course we did see this in that small little teaser trailer that I was mentioning that we had reviewed previously. And then we see Joy, of course, Amy Poehler returning. We do know that she will be in official casting, of course, because you can hear her voice, but also because she made the freaking announcement at D23 back in summer of 2022. I was super lucky enough to be there myself, seeing Pete Docter, now the CEO of Pixar, but at the time, obviously the director of the original Inside Out. They both announced the fact that Inside Out was getting a sequel, so Amy Poehler is confirmed. However, Bill Hader and Mindy Kaling will be absent from the cast. Obviously, they voiced fear and disgust, and we are hearing their replacements now, which I don't think are bad replacements. However, I think the other two have such iconic voices that unfortunately it just can't be topped. Of course, Phyllis coming back as well. Anger is my favourite character of the bunch, I can't lie, he's awesome. So turning 13, obviously exploring the life of Riley becoming a teenager. We did briefly see Riley's first date as a little short film. More on that in a second. This does seem like quite a comedic film as well. Obviously, you have some different elements of comedy throughout the trailers, and the first film, to be fair, was pretty funny as well. But I reckon we could really be seeing something here. P. Sherman, expensive dentist trip. Okay, so Riley's bedroom. Now, this does look a little bit like a Four Town poster. Are we seeing a little Turning Red crossover? Does that slightly put this into more of an era's perspective? Because as we know, Four Town, the boy band that we saw during Turning Red, seemed to be the big fanatic that we saw throughout that film. Now, that film was based around 2002, okay? Obviously, this film was rumoured to be based a lot later. Full Pixar theory, if you guys know exactly what I'm talking about there. However, Four Town wouldn't still be the young age that they are in Turning Red if this was based when the first film came out in 2015. So whether this was actually around that sort of 2002 period, maybe even slightly later, maybe 2004-5. However, it does look like very similar posters that we can see from other films as well. Of course, hockey being a major part of her life as well. We see that nightstand we see from the first film, as well as a couple posters up there too. There's so many like almost Luxo balls in this room. It's my inner Pixar nerd is going, oh, Luxo, no, no. Of course, we then were already introduced to our first emotion. This is anxiety, played by the wonderful Maya Hawke. Of course, we did see her in the first trailer, and then we were teased at the rest of them, whom we do actually meet this time. Of course, we then see Envy, voiced by Ayo Edebiri. She seems like a slightly younger voice in this group. I mean, to be fair, all the new emotions do seem slightly younger as well, around that sort of teenage years, which is strange because I've not really noticed sort of an age between the emotions thus far, like fear, joy, disgust, sadness, and anger. You could also pass them off as ageless characters, whereas anxiety does look like a teenager. So, of course, then we see Ennui, who is voiced by Adele. I'm going to butcher that surname, so there it is. This is going to be a really cool, dynamic character. I think it's going to have quite a few clashes with disgust, and probably anger too. And then, of course, we see the biggest of the bunch, Paul Walter Hauser, playing Embarrassment. He seems kind of cute. A lot of people have theorised this is sort of a Bing Bong-esque character, but seems really cool. Also in this shot, you see the sort of aftermath of that construction that has been done by the brain workers that we saw in the first trailer. Of course, Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train as a fantastic soundtrack. And we see a new sort of weird console in the middle, sort of like a tree of life, and seems to be no islands of personality as well. Of course, Riley then joins a new ice hockey team by the looks of it, and we meet a new friend. Now, is this new friend going to be a love interest? It's been highly rumoured for a very long time that Riley is actually going to be the first main LGBTQ+ character in a Pixar film. It has pointed to it for a very long time. A lot of people have discussed it, theorised about it for years and years and years. The main sort of contributing factor of that is the fact that Riley is one of the only people in this entire universe to have mixed gendered emotions, so maybe we are seeing that is why. Personally, I don't really know what to think of it. I would not care. I think that's going to be a great storyline to explore. Obviously, she's going to be a fantastic role model for everyone as well. So I'd be really interested to see that pan out, but I think it is kind of likely. I think the introduction of this big female character who she seems to have quite a big attachment to straight away, potentially a future love interest, or maybe even was going to be a love interest and then decides, oh, actually no, I prefer someone else, who we do actually see later on. Maybe one of these two girls, because we do see her forming a very nice bond with these two girls. The Bay Area Skills Camp, of course, Bay Area. She's in San Francisco now. We also did see her in the Bay Area when we saw her in Finding Dory with her new class. Let me know if you want to see a breakdown of some Easter eggs. So the new emotions are almost like the villains of this story. Now, this scene I think is brilliant. So firstly, she's using the Riley cards that we see Bing Bong destroy in the first film. And then, of course, you get a shot of what I can only say are Disney animators' desks. These were the original types of desks that were used by animators back when animation was done traditionally, obviously hand-drawn, starting in 1937 with Snow White. And of course, this was pioneered by Disney about 100 years ago. I do love the fact that this purple sort of jelly bean person here has like 15,000 cups of coffee. As someone who is in the animation industry, trust me, you need that much coffee. I've just started a new job in the industry with Industrial Light and Magic, and trust me, you need the coffee. I love the fact she doesn't know what she's doing. What a beautiful shot. This is awesome. Very soul-esque, but obviously that is joy and sadness, so I wonder where the others are again. They seem to get split up here. This is really beautiful. I did mention in my Garfield breakdown that the reason animation is looking so beautiful recently is because of the lighting that's used, subsurface scattering, ray tracing, things like that as well. And again, this is no exception. One of the reasons that this looks so beautiful is because of the lighting. These characters not only glow themselves, but they emit light. I mean, look at this shot from Joy. You can literally see Joy radiating light out. She did that in the first film as well, but this way doing so much better. And of course, they are all made of like a little pixely sort of fluffy material, so you see that really, really well, which is what makes their characters pop so much. And you'll see beautiful lighting throughout this entire trailer, let alone the film. I mean, come on, like, just look at the shots, they're beautiful. Where's sadness in this shot? But we, of course, get the return of long-awaited John Ratzenberger, of course, Pixar's good luck charm. He has been in every Pixar film up until COVID times. Unfortunately, he hadn't been in one since, to which fans have begged and begged and begged for him to come back. Of course, John Ratzenberger has played such characters as Ham, P.T. Flea, Mac from Cars, just to name a few, and of course he plays Fritz the brain worker in the first Inside Out film. There will be a full video of John Ratzenberger and the many voices he has created over on the channel very soon. However, if you do like this sort of stuff, we've got one out about Alan Tudyk, who is the sort of good luck charm behind Disney Animation Studios rather than Pixar, where theirs is John Ratzenberger. I'm just so happy he's back. But that's it, coming this June. Here we go. If you did enjoy this video, guys, please give it a like and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. So please let me know, what do you think of new Inside Out? Do you think the emotions are going to be good, bad? What are we thinking? But if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like and subscribe. It is free and it helps me out so much. You guys loved the last video, so show this one some love. But until the next video, I will see you very shortly. Peace.